Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Look Back, where I take a look at reviews that I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago, and I tell you what I think about them now, if I think about them at all. So a year ago, I played a game called Tholos. I didn't think this was a terrible, like building little pillars, white and black, abstract strategy game. It just was okay. I didn't feel like I wanted to keep going back and playing it. 6 out of 10. Wizard of Oz adventure book game. I really like these adventure book games. I'm looking forward to playing each one as they come out. 7 out of 10. Role Player Adventures. This was a big one I did with my kids. There's a few problems with Role Player Adventures. I think the skill test, the combat's super interesting. The skill test less interesting. And I thought the finality didn't nail the landing to this, but it still is very epic and a fun way to play this, kind of through a thing. And the story was really great. 8 out of 10. And Millie Fury. Wow, this one has really held up well. Game from Reiner Knizia about putting these little diamonds on the board. Very, very point salady game, but fun. 8 out of 10. 5 years ago, I took a look at Alien Entity. A not great social deduction game. Can't really recommend it at all. It's pretty bad. 4 out of 10. Santa's Workshop. Oh, this game, which has been redone or is being redone this year from Elf Creek Games. So I gave it a 5.5. I'm assuming I like the Elf Creek game better. There was a lot of problems. Santa's Workshop, a worker placement game, just wasn't a lot to do in it. I'm hoping it's better. Please. Zybrid or XYbrid. This is a game about building monsters, putting monster body parts together. I love this theming. The game was fun. The game could have been better, but it has some nice, fun art. 6 out of 10. Attack of the Jelly Monster. This one sounds terrible. It's a speed dice rolling game, but it does work pretty well. You have to like speed games. 7 out of 10. And Memoir, which is one of my least favorite titles of a game ever. It's a memory game. Again, doesn't sound like it'd be very good, but I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. 10 years ago. It's been 10 years since we played I Am Vlad, Prince of Wallachia. It's a pretty terrible game all around, but it looks cool. Has all these miniatures and everything. This was a big, giant dud. 3 out of 10. AD30. This is a solitaire game. I guess it makes sense to be talking about it this week with Easter just behind us. I had some problems theologically with this game, and also I didn't find it to be that interesting of a game on top of it. 5 out of 10. And then a trio of 7.5s. Room 25, which is basically, if you ever heard the movie Cube, it's what this is like. You're moving around. These rooms are changing. Rooms have deadly traps in them. There's various ways to play it. Playing it a social deduction way where you don't know who the bad guys are is the best way. Las Vegas. This game nominated for the Spiel des Jahres, or won the Spiel des Jahres. Very simple, fun game. Rolling dice, placing them. I enjoy it. And Crossmaster. I remember the first time I saw Crossmaster, I was like, oh my word. This game looks amazing. Pre-painted miniatures, some cool terrain if you buy the upgraded terrain. So many extra characters you can put into it. I really liked it. It's light, but it's a fun back and forth tactical light game. I believe Crossmaster Arena is another name for it. 7.5, all three of those. And then Fantasy Business. I gave this one an 8. Hilarious game. 8 out of Fantasy Business, not for everybody. Originally it was a blue box game. This was remade a few years ago from WizKids with the, was it the Ferengi? I think, something like that. But it's the same thing. You are opening up stores and selling goods, and only the person who sells it for the lowest price will get any money. So if you and me are both selling swords, I'm like, listen, we could both pick the lowest price, but why don't we sell it for higher? Then we both make money. We'll make a ton of money. Yeah, but then someone lies to someone else. There's a lot of that in the game, but it's very fun. I think I give it an 8 out of 10. So those are the reviews I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been Look Back on the Dice Tower. Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Week in...